Hey, what's up, everybody? This is episode 37 of What's to Talk About with Dray Jaymes. I'm on Spotify, Anchor, Apple, iHeartRadio, and Google. All right, so if you're on them platforms, hit the follow button. Let me know the algorithm loves me, whatever. Like the video, donate, whatever, if you want to. And to talk about gaming and stuff, I got a couple of things I want to talk about. And the main kid and caboodle that I want to talk about is the controversy of Hogwarts Legacy. People still they hate freaking game because people didn't boycott. But shit, that's what happens when you have a public figure. I know people was like pissed off at J.K. Rowling for being transphobic or whatever. They labeling her labeling her a turf. I don't know if I said labeling, whatever. Her following is strong. She ain't getting canceled. She's not. That's just a fun game. I'm gonna talk about like more of that. But anyway, kick back and relax, or if you're driving, pay attention because there's idiots on the road. Shit, here you go. Shit, I have nothing to say. Okay, so how you doing today? This is what episode is this? 36? I'm not sure. I always forget. Anyway, my Friday has been good. Shit, work has been work. Very not draining, or it's been boring and tedious. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm still here. So, not as much as happened to me recently. That's all right, because I like where everything goes along smoothly and predictable. But yeah, I went out to eat for lunch for I think what I had Pizza Hut, and I had those milk thingamajigs. It's like a It's like a calzone, but look like a piece of taco because it's been cut in half. So I treated my coworker, she wanted to go to lunch with me, so I was like, okay, let's have lunch together, whatever. It's not anything special. This is a coworker. We both was talking about Pizza Hut while we was working, and we was like, yeah, that shit slaps. Let's go. So I paid everything, and we had a good time. Anyway, so. All right, I went after work. I had to drive my car to the dealership so to get it serviced, and I got the invoice right here, and it was basically like a fluid check, transmission fluid, differential fluid. I got my parts greased and shit. Transmission. Hold on, I got it right here. Shit. Hold on. It's transmission fluids. Where is it? I can't see. Transmission fluid, differential, and then I got a new gas filter. I didn't know what the fuck a gas filter was because I never heard of a gas filter. Yeah, well, yeah, and you know what? Everything. $564.25. Oh man, and shit. When you get a car, great. What the fuck Spider-Man's uncle said in that first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire? What come great power, come great responsibility. Yeah, it was right in all things, especially if you're a car owner. I can say I'm a car owner because I don't have to pay no note. I bought the car. Man, let me tell you something. When I got my car, my grandmother, she paid for my car, and I didn't know that was going to be the last gift that my grandmother ever gave me. And I feel blessed that I have one. I think God intervened in that whole situation. It's because when she told me I'm finna buy you a car, I looked at my grandmother like, you ain't gotta do that, Grandma. But my grandmother was very persistent. She looked at me like, Negro, I'm buying you a fucking car. Because, when she was living with us, she was up there in age. So she was becoming, what's the word? Demented. She didn't have full-fledged dementia, but her brain would go and then it would come back. But for the most part, she was still there. Oh yeah. See, I would wake her up when it was time for me to go to work. That was back in 2019 when I was commuting to the city, Baltimore. I had to take, I remember, I had to take probably 2 buses and a light rail. And so I would wake up around 5. No, I had to wake up. Yeah, I had to wake up at 5. No, I had to wake up like around 3 o'clock or whatever. Be at the house about 4. And then be at that bus stop at 5. And my shift didn't start around like 8. Because the way that my job was, it was all the way over east of Baltimore. And I live like near Annapolis. Yeah, so it took a 2.5 hour bus ride plus the train. So I'm like, oh man. So she saw that and she recognized the hustle of me getting up, trying to kiss, public transportation to get to work on time. And she was like, after I sell these houses, because during her retirement years, she dabbled in real estate as a nest egg. She was real smart, especially about money. She was a Capricorn. Anyway, so, she was like, after I sell these houses, I'm finna buy you a car. And buy you a little used car, not a lemon, but, like a little used car just to get you from point A to point B, And I will always thank my grandmother for that because she did help me out a lot. I ain't gotta rely on the bus anymore, so that's pretty good. So I don't think I would never get rid of that car. I said that weird. I would never get rid of that car. That's got some sentimental value to me, especially since my grandmother is gone. I mean, she lived to 98 years old, and she was my grandmother for 40 years, and I wasn't really sad that she was leaving us. The only time that I cried was when I saw her in hospice. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of knew she was leaving. And she was in pain. She was in pain. But I'm not telling you why she was in pain though, but she was going through it. And I went into the bathroom and I wept like a baby. That's my grandmother. That's just like I said, she been my grandmother for like 40 years. I'm 40 years old, so she been my grandmother since I was a baby for 40 years. That's the only grandmother I knew. I got my sister's grandmother, her father's mother. So I still got one grandmother left, which to me, that's my grandmother at that time by marriage, but that's my sister's grandmother. But all in all, she's my grandmother too, Grandma Mary. But yeah, and she helped me out too. Grandma Mary helped me. She gave me the money to buy me a starter because at the time my mom was going to give me her old car, the Pontiac Sunfire. And all it need, like she got the car back from ex-husband, second husband, and all it needed was a starter. So, yeah, that didn't work out good because she didn't know it at the time. She donated the car, but it took so long for them to pick it up. She had second thoughts and gave me the car, but they went and got it, so I was like, oh shit. So I had to go to the Salvador Auto Parts, refund, give them back the starter, refund my money, and now I'm out of car. And that was like some years later. I think that was like 2011. So from 2011 to 2019, I got my car from my grandmother, Big Mama. And I was fortunate enough to have a big mama because, like what age is big mamas now? Probably 36, 50. My grandmother was like 98. Big mamas is gone now. Well, we're not all grandmother. Not all grandmothers that's up in like elderly status is gone. There's some out there though, but this, for the most part, grandmothers are like probably in their 50s or 60s, but never in their 70s or their 80s. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed. But I would never give. I don't know. It's gonna be hard for me. Let's say if I drive my car that I have now on its last legs, and I gotta get a new one. It's gonna be hard for me to part with that one. You know what I'm saying? Like the car that I have. Oh man, that's gonna be rough. You know what I'm saying? The last gift my grandmother gave me was that car. Damn. But anyway, after I got my differential fluids checked and my transmission fluid, and they did something else. It was something else. Fluid, washer drain, dual pump fluid. Damn. The estimate $300. I wish it was $300 instead of $564. I ever spent this much money when I bought my PS5. God damn. Oh man. Okay, they did the multi-point inspection. Everything was all good. Hold on. I got the inspection. So they checked the interior, exterior headlights, windshield wipers, parking brake, horn operation, clutch. Well, I don't have a clutch. Why they check the clutch? I don't have a clutch. Cabin air filter was good. Battery performance good. My fluid levels like oil, coolant, power steering fluid, brake fluid was good. Well, I need to. When it's time for me to change my oil, I think I'm going to have to do a brake fluid purge and put some new brake fluid in there. Then underneath the vehicle, brake line, everything's good. Everything's green. Yeah, that was a lot of things they checked off. Shit. So they did the fuel injection. They did shit. What the fuck? Okay. Transmission with HCF2 fluid replaced, drain plug, washer. We filled the transmission, the CVT. I got Honda. The CVT transmission with HCF2 fluid replaced, drain plug, washer. Yeah, it was about it, really. And I think the gas filter, I'm not sure. Shit. Yep. So, and when I started up the car, it fucking turned on so smoothly now. Even when I changed gear, I have an automatic transmission. It changed gears real smooth. It didn't like clunk up, beforehand. It didn't clunk when I changed gear shifts. It was just, you could tell that it was getting, I was going to say tight, but it was getting rough when, I changed gears. Now it's like oh man. So yeah, that's been that's been my week, or if that's been my day so far. Going good. So anyway, I got like a nice little show for y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about gaming, and then I think for I like the finale segment of the show. What's it talk about with Dray Jaymes? Hold on, I gotta see because I forgot because I'm on camera. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Oh man, I'm going to talk to you about Hogwarts Legacy, about the controversy of other people that want to fucking boycott a wonderful game, Team Ravenclaw. So stay tuned for that. And here we go. Shit. Peace. The podcast not over. This is I don't have nothing to say. Anyway, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm about to talk to you guys about a certain animated series that I don't want to watch, and of course you've heard of it. I think it's on Netflix, or no, it's on HBO Max. It's on HBO Max, and it's the Velma cartoon. I waited until people started talking about it, and majority of y'all think that it's bullshit, and I believe y'all without even watching a single episode. I knew it was gonna be some fake woke shit that it come across as feminism, but at the same time, you know how these feminists are. They think they woke, but they still stupid at the same time. And it's like the fact of the matter is, based on the dialogue that these reviewers talk about it, I'm like, I'm not watching that bullshit. They should leave old shit in the past. I mean, create new IPs. That's what people need to start doing. I don't know why you rehashing old shit and then making them worse. I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know if it's, as I look at the promotional poster for Velma, or even like you go to HBO Max and you see the little thumbnail on the show you want to watch, and I don't know if it's like they race swapped the character, because I didn't know that Velma was either mixed or black. I'm not sure. She looked like, if back in the old school Scooby-Doo days, she was a white woman. It's a lot. Why you changing people's skin color? That's not really helping anybody. That's just like, okay, that's making a change of something. Okay, she used to be white, now she's black now. Let's make her a black woman. Oh, what the fuck? Now, The Little Mermaid makes sense, but Velma, really? Why? Why you made Velma into a black lady? A mean ass black lady to begin with. I mean, look at the context. I've heard that she sounds to me like a narcissist. She made Velma, the most hottest character of Scooby-Doo, into a narcissist feminist. I think she like bitches. People are stupid. I since Impulse bought this game called High Five Rush. High Five Rush. And I must say, for a Bethesda game, this game is awesome. I swear. It kind of reminds me of a Parappa the Rapper, where you have to basically move at a certain beat, a certain rhythm, and then it plays like you playing Devil May Cry. Awesome. Like it's a rhythm type game where you gotta go by the beat, and at the same time it's like Parappa the Rapper, and then it's like Devil May Cry. This game is awesome. And it's also, it made me realize how certain white people out there that think they got a rhythm, they be on the beat, but they still look corny as hell. Like they be bopping up and down in the red rag and whatever. Oh man, this game is awesome. Oh my god, it's so vibrant and colorful, and it's like one of them games that's like made for little kids, but adults can play it too, have fun with it. Man, so you play as this dude, you want to be a rock star. I forget what's his name? Chai? Che, whatever his name is, shit. And he goes to a factory, and I forget the details of why he was there, but his iPod falls on his chest, and he goes in the machine. While he's in the machine, excuse me, burp on the mic because I blessed it. He goes in the machine, and the iPod falls on his chest, and it gets embedded in him like fucking Tony Stark. And he got a robotic arm and shit, and the iPod in his chest is part of his arm and stuff. He can kick ass and shit. And what makes this game very fucking incredible to play, everything gotta be in rhythm and in sync with one another. I mean, it's not like totally in sync like a Parappa the Rapper to move on. You know how you play Parappa the Rapper, and you have to be on beat, otherwise you're gonna fail the mission. With this, it's hack and slash, but it's so what's the word I'm looking for? It's basically not that complicated to being beat. You know, it kind of flows with it. It flows. And I only played like the first, I should say, 45 minutes until I quit, because that's how long I play video games now. I'm getting older. Ain't like I was like 20 something years old and I'm playing the game for like 6 or 9 hours, like Metal Gear Solid 4, where I play that shit without stopping from beginning to end. 45 minutes to an hour is my sweet spot. So that's how long I play this game out, and I was like, oh, this is kind of neat. This is fun, man. And it's worth the $30. This is a $30 game. That's why I picked it up. And plus, everybody, when these people were so mad about Forspoken, they jumped on this game and they played this game, and that's why this game outsold Forspoken. So this game is fun. You know, I'll probably play Unspoken. Shit. Anyway, that's my take on the game. Play as you like. It's only $30. It's not $70 or $60, but still, it's a decent buy. It was a more than decent buy. It's a hella fun buy. Hella fun buy from the Bethesda published it, but I don't know who developed it. I forgot, but I think it's the same people that created those scary games. What the hell? I forget. I forget who made this game, but you know, Bethesda published it. So if Bethesda published it, that means you can't buy it on PlayStation. I haven't saw it in the store, but I did get this on the Epic Game Store on PC. So that's how I'm playing this game. Anyway, hit that like button. Social media links will be down in the description box below. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell notification to get notified when I upload a video. On TikTok, hit the plus and also hit the heart so you can like it. Peace, bitches. Why is a group of individuals that's telling the other group of individuals that these fucktards need to, you know, leave people alone and make their own decision? I shouldn't be forced not to play a game that I want to play, especially if I'm like one of those people I grew up watching Harry Potter or reading Harry Potter novels, you know what I'm saying, which I didn't. My sister, who is also trans, she grew up reading Harry Potter. I watched the movies, you know, so she influenced me, her big brother, you know what I'm saying? And even when, you know, the J.K. Rowling controversy, you know, went down, my sister, who is trans, still reads Harry Potter novels. Not as much as she did back when she was younger. You know, she's 30 now, but still, she's still a fan. You know, I think I told her this, like, you know what happened with J.K. Rowling and her controversial statement, you know, other people saying she's a TERF. Are you boycotting J.K. Rowling? And you know what she told me? No, you know, because a lot of bullshit ass people they getting mad for the wrong shit. I mean, it's clearly you can't get mad at what J.K. Rowling said, but don't tell people what to do based on their interests. Like, you know, there was a lot of anticipation for this game, and I for sure knew that this game was going to outsell you know, a lot of different games that came out, because it's fucking Harry Potter lore. It's fucking Hogwarts. So that was a given. People are going to do what they want in spite of what other people say or what other people tell other people what to do. You know what I'm saying? And then you have this one bit, which I got the article I'm going to show in a little while. This one bit said that I will cut up all ties of friends of mine who plays this fucking game. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Fucking ass bitch. What the fuck? People, you shouldn't threaten or force anybody to do shit. You should let people make up their own minds, buy what they want to buy on anything that they have interest to. If it's not hurting them or others, hey, by all means, do what you love. You know, if it's not illegal. But shit. So this is, I was reading this, so I'm gonna highlight some couple things. You know, blah blah blah. Major target online abuse. Oh yeah, I got this on Forcing. That's why I got the article. Right here, major target online abuse and so-called Gamergate scandal of 2014, labor, misogyny, and energy. Blah blah blah. And here's a quote of this one bitch. Who? What's her first name? Brianna Wu is the co-founder of the development studio giant Space Cat, and I quote, "It's really important for decent people to boycott Hogwarts Legacy," and posted last month, "I have a lot of friends in the games media, but I will be cutting ties to anyone who promotes this. This time, however, controversy is not linked to the crescent over toxic masculinity," which that shit is bullshit. That's like you're stopping men from being men. Of course, there is a thing as toxic masculinity where that man is just being an asshole, but that's just fucking stupid. Anyway, but rather transphobia. So Potter author Rowling has become a divisive figure over her activism, highlighting physical risks to women from biological men identifying as trans, such as convicted rapist Isa Bryson from her own adopted home of Scotland. For that, Rowling has been condemned as a trans exclusionary radical feminist TERF. Alexa, what does the acronym TERF stand for?
From fuelcycle.com. TERF is an acronym that stands for Total Unduplicated Reach and Frequency.
That don't even sound like a fucking... That sounds like a science project. What the heck? Anyway. He even got Sam Gibbs, his post on Twitter. There's a fucking website says how if they stream that Wizard game, they won't even, say Hogwarts Legacy. They will say that Wizard game, and then it says there, find out if anyone who you follow on Twitch have streamed that new Wizard game, but then they give you all the Twitch streamers that have played it. That's just fucking disturbing. And then with the fucking Steam shit, where I don't know if that was is this is possible, where you can edit the tags of the game, and they put genocide can't fucking talk. they typed genocide simulator in the tags, and I didn't know that was the thing, that you could change the tags. It's so fucking stupid. Like, damn, man, people's getting in their feelings. And then it says here Cyberpunk 2077 all over again, which basically means that Hogwarts Legacy outsold Cyberpunk 2077. That's what that subtitle says or means. Okay, instead of chasing customers away, however, the campaign to boycott Hogwarts Legacy over Rowling, who had no creative input in the game and has not commented on it, seemed to have had the opposite effect by raising awareness of the title. It becomes clear that the recent days, the game developers did not indulge in a quick cash grab they didn't do a quick cash grab. They actually put work in the game, and it works, and it's fun. And it outsold on Tuesday when Avalanche enabled early access to those gamers who paid for the most expensive deluxe editions, which I did. Hogwarts Legacy broke the December 2020 record for a single player game with over 1.2 million concurrent views on Twitch, beating Cyberpunk 2077. Reviewers are too afraid to go near this game. Oh man, I don't see why. There's been other reviewers that reviewed it. Everything's so asinine right now. I don't fucking get it. Like, this tweet here is very interesting by Stacey Henley. I was going to avoid the review drama, but for IGN's review to state, as critics, our job is to answer the questions of whether or not we find the game to be fun to play and why. Is dismal misunderstanding of what a critic is. Whatever score was given, whatever people think, 1 out of 4. I mean, if you're a game reviewer, your job is to review games in spite of what politics that followed the creator of that IP. You have fault with the creator, not the creation. You know what I'm saying? Unless the creation was like homophobic and transphobic, but it's not. They blaming the creator and the creation, but you should focus on the creator only. That's what I'm getting at. I mean, this whole article is going to be a link in my description box. Yeah, you can feel free to read this bullshit. I'm just hit that like button. Social media links will be down in the description box below. Want to see more of my videos? Hit that subscribe button and click on that bell. Ignore the fucking basket on my bed. I just washed clothes and I just said fuck it. Anyway, peace out.